respect, and then that protection, if I should say.
Yeah. No, totally. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. And I deeply feel sorry for the captain who lost multiple bikes. That's cost he has to bear, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, our roads need to be worked on. I'm so sad. Well, what about some positive moments? Were there any emotional, spiritual, or moments that you were like, wow, I feel encouraged doing this. Did anything happen on the road like that?
Oh yes. The motivation was the fact that the family is waiting for you. You can't afford to not
Mm,
go and meet them, because you are doing this for them. You are doing this to promote something. So the motivation was, at all cost, you have to get there without any assistance. For
yeah.
for me, I told the team they are here to support the cause. If at
Mm-hmm.
any point in time they cannot continue, it's fine. They have the option to maybe use the car,
Mm-hmm.
or even stop and then not continue. But me, it's not part of the plan. It's either I am doing it or we are ending the event. At no
Mm,
point in time would I, have to use the vehicle for this journey.
yeah.
So my motivation was, this is what I've made my mind to do.
Yeah.
A whole community is in Kumasi waiting for you.
Yeah.
You can't afford to fail them.
Yeah.
So that kept me going. The hills were brutal. Like Kumasi is 300 feet above sea level.
Mm,
Accra is 60 feet above sea level. So
okay.
from
Different.
Accra to Kumasi, you are going up.
Mm,
So hills, you climb, then you climb. So you go to some time. So some people, some people even suggested that no, let's stop. It's not possible. Let's just pick a car and then go, and then go to Kumasi. And I told them no, it's not part of the option. So we had to,
wow.
because I knew it was possible. We had sat down and then done a little bit of maths, that if you set up this time, if you go this kilometers per hour, if you rest 15 minutes, if you do this, eh, you add everything, the hill, Kumasi is at this elevation. It will take you this number of hours. You should be able to get there at this time. So we had done the math. So me,
Yeah.
I knew it was possible. I knew it was. So when they were saying, I said, no, it is possible.
Wow.
It is possible. And then, we managed to complete it.
Wow. That's fantastic. I mean, we cannot even in a car ride. I know that it's not easy. Even if we were to ride a car from Accra to Kumasi in Anna, I would have still said that is well done. But on bicycle, that was definitely endurance. That was definitely discipline and physical strength as well. So congratulations once again. And now that you are done, what is the next move?
Okay, so um, this is something we are looking at. You know, awareness is a continuous activity.
Yeah.
You know, if you tell somebody something, the probability that if you don't tell him again for a very long time, the person will forget is high.
Yeah.
So awareness is something that should be, constantly, created. So we intend to do it again.
Mm.
For the timings, it could be annually, it could be biannually or something, but it's definitely not going to end here.
Okay.
We will organize it again probably next year. We are looking at, I this one, we wanted to even do it on the first anniversary of the incident, which is in July.
Okay.
She passed on in July, but by July I will not be, I might not be in the country. So we
Okay.
decided to do it early. So the subsequent ones, it will either be on her birthday, which is in February, or on the incident date, which will be July.
Mm.
So
No.
the time that every individual can just pick a bicycle, go set off on the road, and then have no fear of a car hitting me, or
Yeah.
a vehicle threatening me, or any form of accident happening. We will continue to create the awareness until the time that now cycling lanes will be introduced into our road infrastructure. Dedicated cycling lanes will be given to bicycles.
Yeah.
We will still continue to create the awareness,
So what?
because
Mm.
because
Mm-hmm.
aside everything, you cannot underestimate the health implications of riding bicycle. There is
Yeah,
something about riding bicycle that you will not get in any form of training. Because if nothing at all, one is a form of transportation. There are some short distances you don't have to take your car, and then drive 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, just to maybe go and then find out something and then come back. You can do it with a bicycle. One, you would have exercised. Two, you would have saved money, prevented carbon emission, so many things.
yeah,
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 so I think the idea of bicycles are great and should be promoted. But
yeah.
before
With
that, we have to be assured of our safety.
definitely,
Yeah.
yes. I was actually going to say that in this era that we talk about climate change a lot, and even a country like Ghana with fuel costs being so high and other things, we should definitely encourage the use of bike, even on campuses, right? Those should be the safest places to ride bikes to class and back from class, to get
Yes,
food and back from getting food. Those ones shouldn't need a taxi or multiple cars running at the same time on campus. So, what are some of
I
the
agree.
changes you would like to see? You've talked about some of them, but there's some specific policies that you have in mind in case some policymakers or authority members are listening to us.
So it still boils down to you know cons- considering those of us using bicycles. When it comes to road infrastructure, when it comes to town planning, when it comes to you know transportation in the society or in the country. Do you know that you can even with the existing routes, you can
Mm,
even mark a portion of it for just bicycles and then
mm,
motorists, if I should say. It's been
okay.
done. Yes, we go to places where some are having, dedicated lanes for bicycles. And there are
Mm,
some places too, is the road is big, so you can dedicate maybe the edge of the road,
yeah.
maybe some 5 meter width. That's okay. Vehicles must ensure that they don't go past this.
Yeah. Line, yeah.
So there are so many little things that can be done to enhance the safety of uh, cyclists. Because if you go to places like Netherlands, where a lot of there are even more bicycles than human beings.
Yeah, they ride a lot.
You know, they ride a lot, and then if you check their life expectancy,
Yeah.
you realize that they are more healthier than a lot of countries. They grow
Yeah.
older than a lot of countries, and then it has been attributed to these bicycles. You know, so bicycles. The benefits of bicycles cannot be underestimated. So
That's fantastic. Hmm.
what I believe could be done. The idea of dedicated cycling lanes, it will take time. Let's be realistic. Even where we come from, even the road itself is not good.
Yeah.
Now you are going to talk about dedicated cycling lanes, but over time, I know that as we are developing, as we are advancing, those things would be integrated in our infrastructure. However, what can be done now, today, now, a driver can just make sure that whenever you pick your car, you start your vehicle, and you get on the road, you are looking out for people riding bicycle. That
Yeah.
awareness alone can save a lot of life. Because if
Hmm.
the cyclist is riding at the edge of the road, and then you pay attention to what he's doing, all you have to do is just pass beside him and go. That is all. You
Yeah.
don't need to do much. Just pass, because we ride in the direction of the vehicle of traffic. We don't ride facing traffic. So we are just like the car. So what do you
Yeah.
understand? Just pass
Yeah.
by the cyclist and go. And then if every driver is to be aware, look out for someone riding a bicycle, then there is even no need worrying about accidents and those things, because it's just a
Yeah.
matter of staying away from the person.
Hmm.
That's all.
Hmm. That's all.
Then
In
later
fact,
we can later we can talk about cycling lanes. We can talk
yeah.
about dedicated, all those things will come later, after the drivers are aware that we are also present.
Yeah, I want you to say it in tree, like frame a message. Let's say I'm a taxi driver or whatever. I have a car in Ghana, whatever driving. I am using taxi because of that video I saw, and I'm sure most of the commercial drivers drive crazy like that. I've seen a lot myself compared to private drivers. But let's say you are sending a message to drivers and speak it in Chi, your local language, so that if we're ever able to clip this side and share, hopefully some driver somewhere will hear and learn from it. What would you say?
Okay, nti me de meka hye drivers nyina ne sɛ
Mm-hmm.
sɛ wonam kwan no so a
Mm-hmm.
hunu sɛ ɛkwan no ɛnyɛ car nko a ɛna nam so.
Mm-hmm.
Nipa nam so, bicycles nso nam so most of the time. Nti time bi a nam kwan so no, hwehwɛ sɛ obi twi bicycle ɛwɔ nkyɛn anaa.
Mm-hmm.
Anaasɛ obi de bicycle ɛfiri w'akyi ɛreba. Just make sure sɛ wohwehwɛ sɛ womfa wo car no ɛmbɛn obi a ɔtwi bicycle anaasɛ wonyɛ biribi a ɛbɛma obi a ɔtwi bicycle ɛho ato kyima.
Mm.
Ɛna mɛsa aka kyerɛ drivers sɛ bicycle yɛwɔ signs a yɛtwi bicycle a yɛyi so. Mpakyɛ wɔnkɔsua because sɛ obi te bicycle so na ɔduru junction na ɔyɛ ne nsa biribi a ɔbɛkyɛ ɔkyerɛ sɛ either ɔkɔ straight te sɛ deɛ wosɔ wo traffic gate and ɔyɛ no left na you have the same thing for bicycle the same thing ma bicycle nti ebi a ɔduru junction so ɔbɛyɛ ne nsa straight anaasɛ ɔbɛyɛ ne left ɔbɛyɛ si like ogyina nti I think sɛ mo nso mohu all those things na mo observe a ɛbɛboa ama bicycle ne vehicle nkitahodie wɔ ɛkwan mu no ayɛ very 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 smooth.
Wonderful.
Nti deɛ mɛka no no sɛ monam kwan so a monhwehwɛ sɛ obi twi bicycle wɔ ɛkwan so a na make sure sɛ wonyɛ biribiara a ɛbɛma no ɛho atɔ kyima. That's it.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. Here to wrap up in tree, no, like obia nkwa here. Send wo nkwa here we no. The oti bicycle no so no so nkwa here. Ma wani nda ho. Why? Obi yo obi ba, obi yo obi yere, obi yo obi nana, obi we busia. Yes, raw. Utwi car ma wani nda ho. Why? So in brief, we are just warning, not even warning. What are we doing? Encouraging drivers, right? Advocating that they'll be more careful and look out for others also. Share the road.
Share the road. Yes.
Share the road.
That's the catchword. Share the road.
Share the road. Anyway, so I want you to, in case Ajo's family is watching, what message do you have for Ajo's family?
Okay. We will continue to express our sincere condolence to the family. I know he has a son, and then this morning he sent me a very emotional message. He said that since the sister left, he has never seen the dad as happy as yesterday. So today is Monday.
Yeah.
So as happy as Saturday, he has never. So he was very, 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 grateful that the dad could, be this happy after such an incident. So we want the family to know that we are with them. We'll be now it has become one big family,
Yeah.
and then we'll all come together and make sure that we secure the lives of other people, other cyclists or other people using bicycles, and then make sure that this thing never happens again to anyone. Because it's if the dad is talking to you about what he has been through, you not believe it to the extent that he has even vowed not to use that road again. The road that the incident happened. Although he's in the same campus, he cannot even pass on that road anymore because of how traumatized the whole incident made him. So we are with him, we are with the family. It's one big family. We will continue to do this for her till the day that we can put our hands on our chest and say that we have arrived. We have arrived.
Was the dad the one dancing in the video? There was a man with flowers dancing.
Flowers. Yeah, he brought us. The family brought us flowers when we arrived, and then he was dancing all over. He was very happy.
Is it Divine?
Yeah, Divine.
Ahadzie.
Professor Divine.
Professor Divine, Prof, we greet thee. I was
Mm,
following his post on Facebook a lot. I was sharing a lot of his
yeah,
posts on Facebook all day, all day. He had more updates than I did.
yeah, definitely. Than all of us, than all of us, than
That's
all of us. So.
wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, Captain, I'm sure there are some people you can thank. That will be your last thing to do. There were a lot of people who came out. I saw children coming out to support. I saw friends from everywhere coming to support. And then there were sponsors themselves. If only you can remember some of them, it would be nice to show some appreciation, don't you think?
Yes, definitely,
Mm-hmm.
definitely, because this project, I would say I did the least of the work. Although I
Mm,
came up with the concept, documented everything, and then shared it with the team. But the execution, so first and foremost, I thank God for this idea, this
yeah.
opportunity. I thank my family for the support, and then the management team, which majority was family. So my big brother did
Oh,
marvelously well.
yeah.
He
G
contributed
Paul,
financially. Yeah, Master
mm,
G.
Master G.
Of Aftrap, shipping
Yeah.
logistics. He gave huge sum of money for this thing to be materialized. And then my sister Berta, she also did very well. My wife,
Mm,
who is also a captain,
mm-hmm.
the woman king,
Mm-hmm. That
although
one.
she's not
Hey.
around,
Yeah.
she was coordinating, everywhere, talking to people, writing here and there. She did extremely well, and I'm very grateful to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then also King Kind Books, my sister, right from day one, you know, she was the first person to contribute financially.
Oh,
If
we're
I
not
have to
saying
be
that
honest,
one.
she was the ah, she gave huge sum of money for this project to be. She was constantly also checking up on how things. So, Dr. G, I'm very grateful, for all the support. Hmm, you have no idea. So you let me just continue. And then there were a lot other people. I can't mention all the names here. So the
Yeah.
management team, and then the
Yeah.
sponsors. King Books, Aftrap,
Yeah.
Omega.
Oh
There
my
were
God.
TV stations also came. Omega is my old uncle Steve. He did
Yeah.
tremendously well. You know, my uncles. No, so a lot of
Yeah.
people came to support this project, and then I'm very grateful to everybody. My dad, Doctor Festus, my mom, everybody was involved
Yeah.
actively. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful to each and every one of you. Say God bless you, and then we'll do this again. So just stand by.